Hey everybody, clearing. Okay, happy Halloween. This is my Aurora costume. Hello. So we are going to get into a reading and find out what the masculines and feminines are thinking of each other right now. And yes, so let's just get right into it. I'm going to do a mirrored reading and just see how each are thinking about the connection, about each other, feeling on the heart space. So thank you, Divine Creator, for using me as a channel of only the highest, most beneficial information coming through. What can we see for the community that joins me here? How are the masculines viewing the connections and their feminines? How are they feeling on the heart space about the connection and the feminines and their feminine at this time? And how are the feminines viewing the masculines in those ways? What else can we see about what each is wanting to manifest in their own life and regarding the connection, regarding their counterpart? What actions are being taken by each? What do the counterparts need to know about each other based on what we see here? What's the biggest challenge and solution for each? And where are these connections going in the near future? Okay, do I want to do it? Oh, okay. I was going to use that deck in a different way, but it's coming to me that that will be the median energy, the union space for each of the things that we see here. Okay, masculines, how are they viewing the connection at this time? Ooh, I just heard they're trying to hide these union energies from the Queen of Cups. So many times people say, why would they do that? They want to be ready, for one. They want to make sure they've dotted the I's, crossed the T's, but they want to surprise this psychic intuitive. They want to be your match, divine feminine. And so divine masculines are tiptoeing around energetically, making steps behind the scenes to prepare for union. Some of them aren't conscious that they're doing that. Some of them are very deliberate at this stage of the process. Regardless, they are making steps behind the scenes. What are the feminines thinking about the connection at this time? Princess of Wands and the Chariot, they're seeking higher guidance in what they need to do to move forward in their life, in these connections, what else they might need to do. So many times the feminines are like, what else can I do? I'm ready already. But this is saying, feminines, that there are still things to keep focusing on and move forward, asking for higher guidance. They might not be the typical things that you would guess. What is the connection space in this regard? Two of Cups. So love is the driving force, the superpower behind everything right now. So stay focused on the love and it will show you how to go about whatever is needed next. Love is patient, love is kind, it keeps no record of wrongs, all of that, everybody. What are the masculines thinking about the feminines on the conscious mind? I just heard your humble servant. Here's the Magician and humility. So they are really learning. They don't have to elevate and inflate their ego to meet you in an energy that is superior to what they used to be. They have what it takes. They've always been worthy. You've chosen them from day one. This is the humble truth. And so when they are thinking of you, feminines, they are going through the process of loving themselves for who they really are, their authentic truth, the version of them that you loved before you knew anything about them. Love at first sight, I'm seeing. So yeah, they are processing, they're integrating that truth, that they have never had to explain themselves. They've never had to convince you of who they are. And this is flooring them. I'm hearing that they are realizing this on such a deep level as to be sort of in awe. What are the feminines thinking of their masculine? Oh, they're wishing for reunion with their whole heart. So everybody's feeling the love I'm getting here. What is the connection space? Oh, the sun. Yeah, everybody is fully joyfully aware of this connection. We got the cups, 2 of Cups and the sun. There's a lot of conscious recognition for this group of people on the planet. What are the masculines feeling on the heart space for the connection and what it's done in their lives? 4 of Coins and 7 of Coins. So they're hanging on to it. They're opening their heart. They're seeing it's time to open their heart. Their heart is opening naturally. How about the feminines on the heart space? Oh, reciprocity and 4 of Wands. Wow, we got the Union 1111 card twice here. Union readiness. Like feminines feel ready. They just want to, have this reciprocity. We got a 6 and a 6. So this is talking about reunion and give and take and this foundation. There's some nice math in this reading so far. What is the connection space? 2 of Wands in the that's a twin flame card. We've got 2 cups, we've got the sun, that's enlightenment, that's the love. This is the soul path that both have been embarking on. In this card, it shows a rock climber. In the shadow side, they're falling off the cliff. Here, they're gaining traction. They have the right handhold and foothold. So it's empowering. There's a triumphant feeling here that's shared by both. It's warranted, it's justified. There's an exchange on the heart space here that neither can make it up. Beautiful. What can we see for how the masculines are feeling in their heart of hearts for the feminine? Oh, 3 of Cups in the inverse, more than friends. We already saw the 2 of Cups. So there has been a friend, deep best friends kind of energy in the last couple of weeks in my readings. This is the deep knowing that it's more than friends, but that this is the most near and dear friendship they've ever had. But that pales in comparison to what this actually is. They just don't have the words for it, I heard. They've never been shown this amount of loving kindness. Oh, I'm hearing that they adore seeing that brought out of you. They know they are the first person that you have shared this depth of purity I just heard with. And they love being that inspiration. There's no better feeling on the planet than to know that they draw that resilient, high frequency out of you, feminines. What are the feminines thinking in their heart, feeling in their heart of hearts for the masculines? Oh, they are also keeping the chemistry, the attraction under wraps. Knight of Wands is a lot of passion, and the 7 of Swords is secrecy. So masculines, your feminine is not friend zoning you, or hasn't actually. How could they? This is a deep, deep passion, but Knight of Wands is my player card. In the inverse, it's going towards monogamy, faithfulness, committed relationship. You, masculine, being the only one your feminine could ever need or want that way. And the masculines know that they're trying to also keep it from the feminines how much more than friends they actually feel. So both are mirroring in their heart of hearts. This is like nothing they've ever experienced. What is the connection energy? Knight of Cups. Yeah, so what I'm getting here, because it's like this night pouring out all the other love offers, this isn't even something that the two can contest. There's no competition here. It's a match. It's just this straight up match, no matter what you call it, no matter what you say it is or isn't, it just is. And so it's like everything else that it like brings free will into question, because this is so aligned. We're in the vicinity of oneness. There doesn't seem to be a choice anymore when we get back into this alignment. That's the message I'm getting. Although there is a choice. It's a very, very, very evident choice to choose love, to choose alignment with self. But when you do that, your reality matches you with energy that you maybe didn't see coming, or maybe not in these containers. There's a shared knowing on the heart space about what alignment with self is and how that plays out in reality. Wow. What is the manifestation the masculines want to do in their own right now? Ooh, they want to come into strength and out of separation mentality. They want to balance the ego and not be at war. They don't want to be in devil energies. Strength card comes after the devil when the beast is tamed. Separation mentality, and separation is an illusion. The humble truth is you've been in this together all along, but they want to manifest this unity consciousness in the world. What do the feminines want to manifest in their own right? Progress, progressive thinking, paradigm shifts. They want to end burden. They don't want to reinstate karmic contracts anymore. They want to get to the smooth sailing part of life. And yes, celebrating how far we've come, the Four of Coins again, in this positive alignment. It's talking about having laid a foundation in the physical together. Both understand that this is progress. This has benefited the lives of both involved. It's taught so much about overcoming illusion and being industrious, innovative, seeing potentials. There's an acknowledgement that this connection has helped empower both out in the world at large to see reality in different ways than the limited ways of the past. What can we see about how the masculines want to manifest towards these connections? Oh, I'm getting some more of they haven't fully told you who they have become as a result of this journey, as a result of their process of maturing, evolving. They're waiting for the right time to really show you and tell you, feminines. They want to manifest an opportunity to share, to communicate. They're not quite ready. They're still coming into their own. They're still receiving their empowerments. I just heard. They're still balancing out. What are the feminines wanting to manifest towards the masculines? They've made a choice in all the world that you are the one that they would choose. So they're waiting to see, feminines are waiting to see how this plays out, knowing that they adore you, masculines, but still not having the complete picture yet. This reunion energy, conversations that feel like they're getting ready to be had, being able to give and take freely in love, in balance, through mutual exchange. Feminines are wishing to manifest that complete thing, but they're not wanting to force an agenda or persuade you. But they are here for it. They know that it's a potential here. Goes hand in hand with the masculines coming into their embodiment of the divine masculine energy. Page of Wands, yeah. Here's the inspiration, the seeker. So this is a starting small in a spiritual way, in an energetic way, in an energetic alignment that nobody knows what will happen when we actually meet in that surrendered place, when we actually come together and acknowledge how transformative this relationship has been, and start to discover what can be done together. There is a new purpose-filled, inspired, innovative collaboration to be held, respected, honored by both. There's an opportunity for two people of similar soul or the same soul resonance to come together and be exponential, to offer insight, to offer suggestions, to complement each other. It's a coordinated effort, I just heard. So both want to meet in that new place that has been brewing behind the scenes. What are the masculines wishing to do in their own lives? They're wishing to, so this is my card of the home situation. They are wishing to know what to do about living situation. This card came out the other day regarding the divine feminine and any children involved, blending families. They don't have all the answers. They're still wishing to come up with answers as it's directly related to creature comforts. If children don't apply, fur babies or passion projects or other logistics, other dependents in any way that either counterpart has, they still don't have the answers fully, but they are desiring to, they're staying open to the solutions coming in. Solutions, the sun, soul. Okay, what can we see for the feminine's actions at this time? Princess of Cups and Wheel of Fortune. So they're surrendering to divine timing. They're finally at ease, at peace, I just heard. So this period of peace and restfulness where you don't have to figure it all out, feminines, this is what you can do now. What is the shared energy in this action? The Hanged Man. So this is the need to just see things in an inverted way. It's in the uncomfortable position. So there could feel like a standstill. Masculines, you're not going to lose out on, like the timer's not going to go off too soon before you find these answers. You will find the answers you need in divine timing, in the nick of time. And feminines, keep surrendering. What you need to see is going to be revealed. This fish is almost out of the cup, I just heard. What are the masculines' actions directly towards these connections? Well, here's another happy, healthy home card, but this is sovereignty. This is coming out of codependency. So when the coast is clear, when the codependency has been released, when we've seen it clearly, that Wheel of Fortune turns. We got the Wheel of Fortune for the feminines. So just keep trusting the right of becoming, this balancing act, masculines, where you're really looking at what is best for you and what is good feeling, like balanced and mature feeling in this situation. I'm hearing this is, instead of the passion, the lust, the love, this is practical. All these pentacles, these are very grounded, practical, realistic, mentally accurate ways of looking at the situation. What are the feminine's actions towards the masculines? Okay, they are beginning to really just look at the love in all its becoming, and trust the energy. All the times, feminines, where you've thought things were lost, but you could still feel the connection hadn't gone cold. This is where you're not even entertaining the ideas of grief and mourning anymore. You're celebrating what your soul knows to be true, and you're carrying on, keeping calm and carrying on. What can we see in the shared space? Knight of Swords, communication coming in. So there is going to be communication. that validates where each are at. It's interesting because it feels like there's going to be some communication from the masculines that's unprecedented, which says something to the effect that they feel really good about where things are at, and that they're waiting for certain timing to play out, that it doesn't quite feel time yet, but they're going to offer that they are in a positive feeling place about everything. So feminines, you might pick up on that energetically, you might see it on the internet, you might get direct communication, or your masculine might open right up about it to you, depending on which stage of union you're in. But it does look like it's going to confirm what the feminines have had a hunch about, that the masculines do feel really whole and secure in themselves and in this connection. I'm hearing the masculines saying, I've never been at a better place in my life. And that is going to be something that confirms that there is a lot of love here, feminines. Okay, what can we see for the biggest challenge for the masculines at this time? Wow, the internal becoming while still having to navigate the 3D. So this is all the rapid change, the rapid paradigm shift going on inside the masculine's consciousness at this time. I'm being drawn to this 3 of coins has an equal partners, and then this common gold, this divine balance between the two. And so masculines are challenged by all of this rapidly changing paradigm shift. Ooh, I know this is the Crow Tarot, but the vultures. I'm seeing the masculines looking at lots of people around them as kind of vultures taking their scraps. And the masculines are starting to see that they didn't know their value. They didn't know how important they were to so many people. And so they hooked a lot of dependents. So a lot of freeloaders, I just heard, a lot of hypocrites, a lot of people who aren't being served by riding the the coattails of the masculines. Whoa. Okay, so masculines are really learning where they don't need to be a charity, or they don't need to give to all these others under the guise of charity cases. They can see people around them as being capable on their own. They don't have to give so much, overcompensate to karmic situations, friends, family. They don't have to give emotionally, mentally, and physically to all these energies that have become dependent or nearly become dependent past the point of no return. Masculines are seeing that, but it's like the reality of that we don't need to coddle or overcompensate for people. We can do things when it's genuinely needed, but we don't have to be the only source of support for others. There comes a time where we have to allow others to stand on their own and really be clear about that. This is very much being demonstrated by you, Divine Feminine, because you are the one that matches the masculine in the capacity to, do it, to be capable, to hold your own. And this is showing the masculines that they're not doing all these other energies any favors by doing it for them. After all, they didn't get anybody doing it for them, and you certainly didn't, feminines. And so this is impressing upon the masculines, but it's still in the challenge because there are all these energies dependent or nearly dependent on the masculines, and so the masculines are going to have to continue releasing that. What about the feminine challenge? Separation, and not seeing that this separation is useful in some ways. So interpreting this period of separation inappropriately, not seeing what the usefulness of it has been. So go into gratitude, feminines. What is the shared space for these challenges? Star path of destiny in a positive orientation here. So both counterparts have needed to experience this stage of the journey to learn more about the energetic assessment of the big picture. Pardon me. What is the solution for the masculines with all these energies? Yes, do the loving thing, not necessarily just tough love, but be love in action. Let this divine counterpart relationship back you masculines. You've got the love. And so just show up genuinely and remind others that they have their own cup of love, that they can tap into source, that they're more resilient, they're more capable than they think they are, they're stronger than they think they are. By you giving them that vote of confidence, you will finally be able to unhook from all those demands and focus on the love here that you want to get to, masculines. What is the solution for the feminines? Bravery and not forcing anything. So this is the magnetic energy. When you see this period of separation as your opportunity to sink into deeper peace and, innovation and uncharted territory, just because it's unfamiliar to you does not mean it's bad. And so you're not meant to force anything right now. You're meant to just really look at the things that are actually showing up in your reality, this bravery, 7 of Wands, and really look at why those things are coming in. Does it need to be addressed? Something that's been procrastinated or carpet swept? Is it coming up now to be cleared? Be grateful you have the spaciousness to do that at this time. So it's like whatever is showing up in your reality is truly coming in right now for you to easily and effortlessly check those things off the list, feminines. What is in the shared space? Wow, 4 of Wands. This shows a couple looking at a damaged home, the broken templates. But when the divine timing turns, this is the heaven on earth, the abundance coming in. So right now, everybody's still focused on cleaning up the past, unhooking from physical and emotional things that no longer serve. And then we're going to get to the part where we get to dive into these connections and not look back and not be distracted by karmic influences and templates. It's going to be more in flow. That's partly the safekeeping, the time capsule energy for these connections is we have to do our due diligence, come through the rite of passage, come into our wholeness. And that is by overcoming the karmic patterns. I'm seeing that really coming to a good point of success here. What is the direction in the near future from the masculine side? Wow, specializing in work and beginning to take a look at this leap of faith. So this is the independent specialist. I'm getting that this is the leap of faith. It's almost time to take towards the feminines. I'm also getting that the masculines have been workaholics in the past, but they're learning what is foolish to apply that stamina to and what is warranted. What is the feminine direction in the near future? Yes, ending anxiety and looking for inspired ways of looking at things, more alive, life-affirming ways of looking at things. What is the shared space between the two? Queen of Swords. I heard there's going to be a final straw with the 4 of Wands and Queen of Swords. This can be my karmic partner or karmic mother card or karmic feminine energy. So feminines, you're going to see that being in anxiety produces like karmic energy. And that just simply means when you're in anxiety, you have to learn a lesson. If you're not at peace yet, you're in confusion. You don't have clarity. And so if you seek the inspired way of looking at things, the life-affirming way, the love-based way, the anxiety is left behind. If you follow what your heart says in that regard, your anxiety is erased. if you do things with a foundation of anxiety, you will have to learn a karmic lesson. And lots of times, anxiety is a control paradigm, or it causes a controlling attitude about reality, a forcing it, fail safes, safeguarding, overcompensating, survival templates. So this is ending for the feminines. And so you're going to see very clearly how far you've come away from those kind of karmic cycles. And it's a work in progress. I have all different stages of healing watching my channel. So wherever you're at on that, as long as you can see it in some way and you're continuing to see your own growth, you're good. Keep going. The ball's been set in motion. For the masculines, this is where they've been foolish and jumping through hoops for karmic feminine beliefs, energies, other partners, fear-based mother templates, or the expectations that society places on masculines to be workhorses or enslaved or sex objects or whatever it may be. This unrealistic, hypothetical, oppressive feminine energy, masculines, your divine feminine doesn't view you that way. And so there's a release of that coming up. It's going to be shown to you very, very evidently that you haven't been the odd one out. You haven't been that far out of the loop. You've been extraordinary. You've been beautiful. We got that message earlier on that masculines were seeing that they really appreciated the way you divine feminines saw them for their true self right from the get-go. And so this is like putting down a huge layer of those expectations of what it would take to please a feminine. Masculines are self-correcting with giving away their power to things that are imagined or contrived. And feminines are doing the same. Okay, let's get one last card. Hope. Allow grieving. So we are seeing that cleanup of the old lives. Forgive ourselves. Grieving, there are 5 stages of grief. Allow yourself to, release your past life, the past ways of being, codes of conduct, all the things that you used to be aligned with that were of the material realm and materialism. It doesn't just mean, money hungry. That means looking at things in limited ways or feeling like you don't have control over what you can manifest in your life. Those are materialistic ways of looking at the world. So accept appropriate responsibility. You still have to, go through the karmic cleanup and the rite of passage to let go of all of those things. But as you do it, your eyes are opened. It's like turning a tapestry onto the backside and being able to see how the pattern was made. When you can do that, you can make another tapestry and you'll know why the blemishes were on the front or the codependencies or the imbalances were there. If you can see how the threads were organized in the back, you can change the pattern in the front. New beginnings are imminent. It's never too late to heal, and life will always prevail. So when you get out of your own way, life happens. Go with the flow. It's never too late to heal so that you don't have to force anything and just allow it. But new beginnings are imminent. So yeah, we are seeing that. Okay, many blessings, everyone. Bye for now.